can't do it. I'm all Eurovisioned out. I can't do it, Darren. Welcome to the cup where I am.
I'm Europhobic.
Isn't it claustrophobic?
I'm claustrophobic, Darren.
Claustrophobic.
Germophobic. I thought you said germophobic. I was like,
oh, I heard germophobic as well.
Yeah, I was like, oh, are we doing Jimmy Collins or Harry Mandel? Like,
welcome to the cup, the currently unnamed, unfiltered, unwhatever podcast, where we put the tea in reality. Usually, sometimes do really bad impressions. But we always
germophobic.
To quench your thirst. Oh boy, can you tell we're all a little unhinged today? The currently unhinged podcast. That's what we are today.
CHP.
I'm
no, CUP. That works.
Yeah. I'm drinking water. I should be drinking caffeine because I'm tired, but I didn't grab any before we recorded. So cool.
And I am Aneesa Logan, also known as Sam DMV, also known as Sam Monteverdi, also known as Sleep Deprived. Your fellow friendly 5'3" trans non-binary Filipino Canadian, mentally unstable for sure, hot mess, hailing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Scarborough, if you want to be specific. And today I have some bubbly, sparkling lime water.
Bubbly, sparkling water.
Cool. I'm Lewis. I'm a canny laddie from a city called Manny. I don't have a drink because I refused to follow procedure. So there we go.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. But
wait, hold on. Before we continue, why is Sam's Twitter handle in there twice, and my Twitter handle got completely.
Okay, so here's what just happened. I literally just went to go edit the banner to put your Twitter in, and I completely forgot, and I subconsciously put in Sam.
Wow.
We are running on fumes at the moment. There you go, Lewis.
There we go.
We are running on fumes at the moment because Eurovision season is kicking our asses. If I'm just being real honest, it's just bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's compounded of a lot of things, but just can we have everyone do internal selections? Like, can everyone just internally select, please? But anyway, we're here to talk about MGP, the final. It's happening on Saturday, which is not the day we're filming this, but it's happening soon. And we wanted to talk about the live performances because some of them were pretty good and some of them were bad. So we're going to talk about those. If you have not checked out our other 3 Norway videos, they'll be popping up here very shortly in succession. I might just put the whole playlist. I honestly don't know. But yeah, so we're going to talk about all of the live performances, give our final rankings for MGP. Overall, it's been a really, really strong selection.
Completely.
I would say this and Finland are easily the 2 strongest. And I can't really...
I still need to listen to Finland.
Denmark, really I would say, is kind of up there as well.
Which one?
Listen, these Scandinavian countries go all out. Scandinavian/Nordic countries go all out when it comes to Eurovision. So I'm not surprised in the slightest.
They do.
They do. So we're going to talk. We have a final running order for the final. So we're going to talk about them in that order, which means we are starting with Jone, I believe is how you say the name. I think we finally learned it.
Jone.
Ekko Inni, qualified from Heat. One of them, 2.
Two.
I also would like to point out he not only opened Heat 2, but he's opening the final.
Oh,
that's a rough draw. That's a very rough draw.
He's been the opener both times.
I mean,
yeah.
Okay. It's catchy.
I like the song. I still enjoy the song.
I like the song. I think it's very catchy. I love the song. translation onto a stage.
Wait, what is it?
It's the song's translation, like the song's translation into a stage performance. I couldn't get into it. I think for the most part, I was just cringed out because it was just him dancing on his own, and it looked very awkward.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, the staging of it all is not my favorite, especially for a song like this, where I feel like it's a lot more focused on the girl that's singing there, that's on the screen.
With a hologram.
I didn't mind that, but I didn't mind the special effects aspects of it. So the visual effects were nice. It's just the actual on stage, what was happening on stage.
Right.
It was so fucking awkward to watch.
I would not be surprised if he was a newer performer, because his stage presence just wasn't all there for me. Yeah, just not my favorite.
No. I feel like some of the notes he was supposed to hit, he didn't hit. Like, I'm sure there was a higher note he was supposed to hit, getting towards that climax.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean,
but that melody will not get out of my head, I will say.
I was gonna say, was there another song that should have qualified from Heat 2? Yes, there was, in my personal opinion, based on the live results. So
yeah.
I'm gonna continue to defend Waste. I think Waste had a better live performance than Ekko and Inni.
I was thinking more so Sandra Ling.
Sandra had a good performance. But anyway.
Anywho.
Will he win? Probably not.
No.
Let's move to Lewis's cousin. Not really.
Cousin, long lost relative, long lost cousin.
It could be a long lost relative. We don't know. Eline
Thorp. I'm fully gonna get ancestry DNA so I can figure out if we are actually related.
I love it. So this was, I remember when we did Heat 3, this was my least favorite of the female ballads of that heat. And I'm going to be honest, this was my favorite performance of a female ballad in that heat. She did a really good job.
She kind of surprised me because, what is it? I didn't exactly watch the semifinals, like live, obviously. And so I didn't watch all the semifinal qualifiers until like shortly, like a week before this. Eline's song, like Not Meant to Be, is like a perfectly solid song. I felt like it's a lot better live than it was in the recording. Not that it sounds so far off, so far like different from it. It just hits better when it's live. And she did a great job.
I've had that song stuck in my head actually a lot recently.
This is my first time listening to the Heat 3 because I didn't listen to the Heat 3 because I wasn't here and I didn't feel the need to until now. I love how simplistic the staging is. It doesn't look overly thought out, and it doesn't need to be overly thought out. The song itself is quite sweet, and I love the pre-chorus. I can't remember how it goes, but there was like a nice little pre-chorus. I love me a good pre-chorus. The song is very. I feel like I've name dropped this person already in national finals in some way, but Ella Henderson. It gives me Ella Henderson playbook straight out of Ella Henderson. The bridgy rap, but not quite rap part.
The spoken word,
like
if you will.
The spoken word, yes. The song itself is the opposite of like a slow burner, where it's like it gets better over time. For me, where it grows on me as the song goes on. I just don't understand the need for two drummers.
I love the two drummers.
I
There's
was
no
like-
need for it, but
I
I
was
loved
like,
it.
No need for it, but work.
As a percussionist, I love more percussion. So like give me all of the drummers. I want all of them.
But it literally just sounded like one drummer.
I know, I love
Very,
it.
like,
That's the whole point of having multiple percussionists is to make it sound like there's one, and I loved it.
No. But I mean, like, it doesn't sound like two drummers being in unison. It literally sounds like there's only one drummer that's actually playing.
Oh.
Right, it sounds like one of them is just pretending and the other one's actually doing the shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. If like with two drum sets, having done a duo drum set situation before, it's supposed to sound like it's only one person. So, but yeah, I really enjoy it. I
I
agree.
was confused by it, but I loved it.
And I agree with you as well, Lewis. I love the simple staging. I found it really, really effective for this song, and I don't think it needs much.
No.
I could envision it on the stage at Eurovision because we now have the stage graphics for Eurovision.
We do.
I love the stage. We'll talk about it at another time.
They came out with that like out of nowhere. It was like this. I just woke up this morning, all of a sudden, stage. I was like,
it was the first
Logan,
thing I saw on
look.
Instagram when I opened my phone this morning. I was like, "Oh, hi, stage!
Oh, stage! I got the notification while I'm waiting for the bus too.
Oh, hi, stage! Also,
stage.
hello, Armenia's
Stage.
representative." Anyway,
oh yeah.
let's move to Skrellex. Love Again.
This was a performance.
She played the fun of this. I'm so happy with this performance. I loved it. I loved every single part of it.
Again, first time listening to the song. Very Eurovision. Like, it definitely
It is.
knows what they're doing with the song. Is I can imagine hearing this in the gay village. That's what I put. I can imagine
Well,
this
she's a
being
drag
like
queen, so sure.
Okay, true, yeah, but like, Canal Street would like lap this song up. Like you, I can definitely imagine this being played all year round. I love the head voice she hits on Tonight. Like, yeah,
She hits every single one of those notes.
right.
Every one of them. I love it.
Tire, she hits it.
Completely. And this is one of those songs where it has a dance break and I'm actually in love with it rather than it just feeling like a gimmick. The key change, so good. Oh, hi again, Aneesa. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We've made some decisions. Aneesa Logan, you're safe. I had to, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is great. She killed it. I'm so happy this qualified. So I hadn't seen the performances, but I saw the qualifiers and Skrellex was in there and I fully was not expecting it and I was so thrilled. And then I watched the performance. I was like, well, that's why.
Yeah.
She slayed it. Like,
slayed house down boots. Yeah.
It just sounds so wrong when a cis white man says it.
I said it and I was like, I shouldn't have said that.
You said it like a straight man.
I said it like a straight man.
Anyway.
Skrellex.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was going to say I'll make any gay saying sound straight and I'm not mad about it.
Yeah. Skrellex doesn't have the best running order in the final because next is Ulrikke.
Honestly. You're back again?
Part 3 of Aneesa Logan.
There's a lot going on in my household right now.
We're good. As long as you keep popping in, it doesn't really matter. I can keep switching you out. I mean...
She killed it.
She killed it. There's literally not like this just makes me so happy.
Okay, I'm gonna be the one to critique. I love this song. I love this song so much, and I really, really wanted to enjoy the performance. And okay, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the performance. I just think it could afford to have a lot more going for it. It felt very static. At least in my eyes, it felt very static. I feel like they can afford to use the stage a bit more, explore the stage, even more than just turning around during the bridge.
Okay.
Other than that, I still love this song, and I still think it's a solid performance.
I see that, and yet I look at this, I guess because of the song and the way she performs it, I almost look at this more theatrically than I do musically. And I think theatrically, I really enjoy what she's doing. It kind of mimics the big solo number in a musical, where they kind of do just stand in that one place and they have that moment. And then the reverse spotlight coming down on her. I thought and I understand what you're saying, and I do agree to an extent. I wish there was a little bit more movement. I think she could afford with that. But we saw with her performance of Attention in 2020, like she doesn't do a whole lot with moving on the stage. And I think that's just her as an artist.
Fair.
I really liked the way everything came together for the performance. And I will say, I really enjoy her tone live.
Yeah.
I wish we heard more of her tone live in the recorded version, because she has such a unique voice. And the recorded version sounds absolutely wonderful. But I just wish a few of those almost intentional sharpness things and a little bit more of her accent came through in the recorded version in the way that it does in the live version. Also, have either of you heard the version that's fully in Norwegian?
No.
So I love this song. It sounds better in Norwegian. And I didn't think that was possible. It's so good. Yeah, she released a full version, Dile Vigtid, fully in Norwegian. It features I think from the village that she grew up in, the people there. It's a really nice music video that she did for the song. So, but yeah, please send her to Eurovision. That's all I'm gonna say to the people of Norway. Just please. There's a lot of good songs, but send Ulrikke, in my personal opinion. We must now move to the part of our program where we have to discuss Umami Tsunami.
I guess this is my.
Go ahead, Lewis.
I guess this is my perfectly inoffensive, not quite perfectly inoffensive, more perfectly.
Not good. Not good.
No,
and I can tell you exactly why. I can tell you exactly why. They feel like three different performers.
Yeah.
If you're gonna call yourself a group, then I need you to look, sound, and act like a group. Why is the one guy doing all of the choreo full out and the other two singers aren't doing choreography at all?
Yeah, there's one of the singers that's basically singing all the verses instead of in exception to the Geronimo is doing all the choreo, and it's you have the rapper, that's also singing down 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 or whatever, and then you have the guy that's next to the rapper singing Geronimo.
The one singing
gets tired towards the end.
I was gonna say most of his vocal sounds pretty good. He got tired at the end. The rapper, I don't know who is who. I wish I did, but I don't. The rapper is really good. His live performance was really, really good. I enjoyed it. And the guy who sings the verses, I think, is the best of the three. And I almost kind of wish he was the only one singing this song.
Yeah.
Because I think the other backing vocalists, I think that would make this a lot more cohesive. Because right now it looks and sounds like three different people.
It feels It feels like on the X Factor when they've literally just put these like 3 soloists together because they think they work well as a group.
This is a full X Factor moment. Like, they all came together for this, clearly.
Right.
Like, I mean, what can you do? We can move on. That's what we can do. Atle is his name. I learned how to pronounce it. It's Atle Pettersen or Pettersen. Masterpiece. A song we kind of enjoyed in the heat, and I have really actually grown to like this song a lot.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel very similarly. He really surprised me with this like live performance, similar to how Eline also surprised me.
Yeah.
I felt like his make or break was all the high notes he was hitting, like the insanely high with falsettos, kind of similar to like Du L'Univers, or really anything Jean Stier sings. And he hit them.
He hit those notes. I really enjoyed the way it was staged.
I really like
incredibly simply. Him just moving back and forth on this one
spinning platform
runway area. I thought the lighting in the background was really effective. I liked it.
The lighting does a lot for this performance. I think the lighting was again another simplistic idea, but works so well with the song itself. But even then, it's like the lighting is not so simple. It's still got something unique going for it. I don't know what it is, but I love the song, love the performance. So beautiful, so captivating. There's like, this is my first time listening to the song as well, so there's like these really deep backing vocals at some point in the song, and that I was like, whoa. I loved it. I don't know how to describe the deep backing vocals. I was gonna put goth, but then it's not quite goth. It's more like,
it's more dramatic.
Like, dramatic, just drama. Love the drama. Yes, masterpiece is there.
Like,
it's definitely.
I don't know. I could see this being a shock winner. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I could see him really slaying this final performance and just out of nowhere winning.
I could see that too.
I think he would be my dark horse pick if I had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be all that mad, honestly.
No. Honestly.
But let's move to the shock qualifier, I think, at least for me. Prohibition.
I really like this song nonetheless.
I like the song. I have a major issue with the performance.
I think the gimmick of it is just worn off on me a lot.
My difficulty is that the main vocalist has absolutely no stage presence, in my personal opinion.
Right.
Like, he is just standing there delivering a really good vocal. I think he sounded great. There were a few pitch issues, but I thought overall he sounded really good. But he's just standing there as this like static. He's doing the motions, but it looks like he couldn't be bothered to be there. And I really wish whoever the guy that was going between vocals and piano, I wish he was the head man.
Oh, the one doing the second verse, right? Or whatever.
Yes, because he slayed.
Mm-hmm.
No, he did great.
I also think it's going to be interesting because if this does somehow win, one of their members is going to have to not go to Eurovision.
Yep.
There's 7 people on the stage. So get rid of the front man.
I mean, true.
Y'all would do better.
So then I guess like whoever's the guy that was singing the second verse on the piano is going to be the lead.
That's fine with me. Sure. They would do better. Yeah. It honestly, I know Eris is going to kill me for this comparison. The way that the front man acted and like looked is very similar to the way I felt about LPS last year. Because I really didn't like the way that the frontman of that performed. And I feel very similarly to this. Like, there's just no...
I think for me, I could see... I see the way they go differently on stage. I feel like... I learned that his name is Sam Norris, the singer for this, the main singer. His first name is Sam, at least. I know that's right. That part of it is right. Yeah, like, it's not... For me, he just seems a bit like kind of... He's trying to go for the quirky because it's this whole like jazz bar feel kind of thing, and he's trying to put the fun in it, but it comes off as very like awkward to me.
I didn't like it.
I didn't love it. Let's talk about Elsie Bay. Love You in a Dream. Now, I do want to preface this by saying Elsie was, I believe, one of 2 people in their heats who qualified to not use autotune. The other one being Ulrikke.
Okay.
You can see on the live performance, there's a little box in the corner with an A in it. Yeah. And I'm almost positive that like corresponds to the vocal being live. Because MGP did allow autotune this year, which was a really interesting decision because it's not allowed at Eurovision. If y'all have seen, Ulrikke actually just did an interview where she talked about autotune and how she didn't think it should have been allowed. So like, go check that out. But regardless, this was Elsie's live vocal, and unfortunately, you could tell. She felt very nervous to me.
Yeah. It kind of, it nearly gave me like a Sophie Lennon kind of feel, like Junior Eurovision Ireland.
Yeah.
Especially when she was going towards that high note and about to belt, and she cracks it.
It cracks hard. I also, I don't dislike the staging. I'm just not in love with the staging.
Right.
Oh, I'm the opposite. I love what's going on with the staging.
I actually really like the staging as well.
I think I guess for me it's just the lack of, I mean, for a lot of these it's nice to keep it simple. For this, I love that they use the whole space. I love that we get, it feels like a journey. Like there's so much going on and it feels like a story in different parts. I'm a sucker for 2 dancers dancing whilst you perform. You sing your song and you got the 2 dancers behind you.
Ryan O'Shaughnessy, anyone?
Right, exactly.
Yes, and I loved it for Ryan. I don't know why. I just didn't really enjoy it with this one. I loved the like wind with the like stuff in the background. I loved that she started sitting on the chandelier and then the chandelier gets raised. Like, I love that part. I don't know. It just didn't all come together for me.
I really enjoyed like the dancing as well. I felt like it was better fit like for this, right? If we're comparing it to kind of Together by Ryan O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah.
Which I really love that routine too. But I really like what they did with this.
I was so mesmerized by what was going on stage. I didn't pay attention.
Oh, me too.
The vocals messing up and whatnot.
And that's kind of, I personally don't really love that. That's just a personal preference for me. I wish, like, because I got a little distracted by what was happening in the background too, and I was like, wait, I have to focus because this is like a performance, and it took away from the song for me personally. But again, that's just it's a personal thing that I don't love. Drink every time I've said personal in the last 30 seconds. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I still love the song. I love Elsie. It just didn't all come together for me in the way that I wanted, but I do still think overall it was a solid performance, as she always does.
Yeah.
So.
Sure.
Last up, Alessandra, Queen of Kings.
She demolished that stage.
Oh my God.
It was really good.
This
she had
is
a
the
few
one
issues,
song.
which was interesting as well. Sorry, Lewis, go ahead.
I think since watching this live, this is the one song that I've been playing over and over and over. I love this live. So catchy, so present. Like it's like she demands attention. She demands she demands attention. But like no, like this song, it's like so captivating, so beautiful, so
Mighty?
mighty. That's the one. There we go, mighty. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's mainly what I think about this too. Sorry. Uh yeah, no, for me it's at a couple points when she goes towards the higher notes, the higher belts, especially towards the end, she gets like a little rasp in her voice, and I really love that. Especially because her tone is so different
Mm-hmm.
than all the other singers here. Yeah, it's just she has a big voice. She has a really big voice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I've started enjoying this song a lot more since that heat. I enjoyed it before. I've been listening to it a lot more as well. You could tell she gets tired towards the end of the performance. There's a few pitch issues towards the end of the performance, but again, that's to be expected because she is singing her butt off. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a solid performance. I will say as well, she's currently leading most of the polls that I've seen.
Yeah, that's what I was gagged about. The fact
Yeah,
that
I
she is
thought that too.
leading. She's
Yeah,
leading the polls.
the top three right now is Alessandra, Ulrikke, and Jone, which I think is interesting given the fact that his live performance wasn't the best. But and then Elsie Bay in fourth.
Yeah.
But yeah, good on you, girl.
I figured that Alessandra versus Ulrike was going to be the
matchup.
The matchup after that first heat. I was like, okay, these two are going to be the ones to watch.
Now we have no indication that there is any sort of super final in this, in the final as they did last year. So I think it's just the one performance. I will say the difference here as well is that the final is 50% televote and 50% international jury.
Right.
So I think that's going to have a bit of a different thing. We could see songs that we weren't expecting to see, like in the top 5, end up in the top 5.
Right.
I do think it's going to be a race between Alessandra and Ulrikke. I think someone could sneak up in there. I think Atle is someone that could sneak up in there. I think Skrellex is someone that could sneak up in there. I think if Elsie can perform incredibly solid in the final, I think Elsie could as well.
Eline as well, maybe.
I think it's a 2-horse race, but it's close, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how it turns out. We don't have to wait much longer at the time of filming, but it has come to the point in our program where we must give out points.
I'll start. Let's do it. Okay. 2 points from the Lewis Thorp jury. Swing it.
Okay.
I'm willing to go next and say that my 2 points are not surprising. Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Okay, we weren't far off each other then. 3 points for Umami Tsunami feature Alessandra, Christian, Joy, and Magnus and William with Geronimo.
Okay. My 3 points will be going to Ekko Inni. For me, it was that belting moment where it was just, it was a different note, still in key though, but it didn't hit as well as like a higher note, maybe.
Yeah. I think nobody will be surprised that my 3 points go to Prohibition. I like the song, just the frontman needs to have more stage presence.
We're all very close so far because my
Mhm.
4 points are going to Ekko Inni.
And my 4 points go to Prohibition.
And my 4 points go to Ekko and Eline. Come on, same top 6. They're not going to be in the same order. I can tell you that.
Okay, they're
It's
not going to be in
not
the same order.
order.
They're not going to be in the same order, unfortunately. Well,
No. I can guarantee it.
Yeah. Anyway, I can guarantee no one has the same 5 points as me. Skrellex.
Now that makes me sad.
I see it. I understand. For me, it just fell there. This top 6 is a top 6 that I actually really like. So my 5 points will be going to Atle.
Okay. I think I'm gonna gag y'all again. I'm really sad to do this. My 5 points go to Elsie Bay.
I figured.
It of these 6 performances, it was the least solid for me. And that has nothing to do with necessarily with her live vocal. It has to do with the amalgamation of everything. So I love you, Elsie, but that's where we're doing it today.
I can't believe that I'm the first person to rank this person. 6 points. Go to Cuzzo. Eline Thorp.
All right.
Oh.
I really hope we're related.
Wouldn't that be
if we go through this whole season and then by the Eurovision final I find out, oh my god, I'm related to Eline Thorp, that would be the culmination of this.
All right, Lewis, get on it.
I'm getting on it.
Get on it, Lewis. So with that being said, my 6 points isn't too far off. But my 6 points, for a similar reason, will be going to Elsie Bay.
Yeah. My 6 points are going to Masterpiece. I did really enjoy it. It just kind of fell there.
My 7 points will go to Masterpiece. It's strong song, just it's tough competition, and that's why it's not in my top 3.
My 7 points will be going to Skrellex.
Oh. Yeah, that's understandable. My 7 points are very happily going to Eline Thorp. It's a great, solid performance. And I don't necessarily know if she'll win this year, and I hope she returns next year.
Yeah.
My 8 points. Elsie Bay.
Yeah.
Love You in a Dream. I was blown away. But I probably should have paid attention to the vocals. But that's where I was at the end of watching it.
For me, that's kind of what for me put Elsie above Atle for me. But with that being said, my 8 points, amazing performance. I actually really love this performance, which makes me love the song better. It will be going to Not Meant to Be by Eline Thorp.
Yep.
We all have the same tenant.
It's probably not the same order. It's not the same order.
Not the same order. I can promise you it's not the same order because my 10 points.
Oh, so we're just skipping me?
Oh, shit. We'll get back to that. I'm sorry.
So we don't have the same top 2.
Oh.
My 8 points go to Alessandra.
I completely.
That makes this moment even better, honestly. Yeah, I enjoyed it. There just are 2 performances I liked a little bit better.
Sure.
As you were saying, Lewis.
So, Lewis,
who did you not?
You'll see.
No, I know.
You know,
and it doesn't surprise me.
As you were saying, Lewis.
All right, my 10 points for Melodi Grand Prix is going to Drum roll. No,
We
okay.
already
Yeah. In the studios, this was my 12, but yeah.
Sam, because I won't interrupt you like certain people do in this podcast.
And my 12 points go to.
I'll hate you.
I'm unfortunately gonna hop on the same boat. My 10 points are also gonna go to
Wow. I get it. I really do.
It's the whistle notes for me. It's the whistle notes. She
That's
hit
fair.
the whistle notes.
That's fair. I am very happily giving 10 points to Skrellex. I really just enjoyed the performance. It felt full. It felt Eurovision ready for me. Not that any of the other performances necessarily didn't, but this came together for me, and I'm very happy to give it 10 points. And my 12 points.
My 12 points go to Alessandra for Queen of Kings. Yeah, magical.
Work.
You know, copy and paste. Magical whistle notes, even her lower notes, the rasp. Her ability to fill the room with her voice alone.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's surprised. I'm still riding for Ulrikke. I just the performance was amazing. I hope she wins personally, but honest to God, anyone in that top 6 of ours could win, and I would be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would happily support any of those 6. And
I would
honestly,
happily support any of those 6, but I think if they're looking for a winner, it's between Ulrikke and Alessandra.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree. I think some of the other songs, I think especially Elsie and Eline, I feel like could fall into a very similar trap like Guilty Pleasure did.
Right.
Yeah.
At
least that way it'll be like popular on TikTok and they can get fame off that.
Honestly.
No?
Have it happen before Eurovision this time instead of 2 months after.
Right, yeah.
Could you imagine what would have happened if Rosalind had gone TikTok viral just 2 months earlier?
I know.
Ooh.
Yerevan, we would be having both Eurovisions in Yerevan.
Yeah.
They would have won both. Like,
but then it's also the way that Eat Your Salad kind of had that similar hype before Eurovision happened.
Yeah.
Well, and in the same way that Give Your Wolf a Banana did as well. And they did well. They got 10th, so. But that's that on that. We've got a final coming up. We've got 3 songs that we will know by the end of this weekend, so that's fun.
We've got a stage. Woohoo.
We have a stage. I'm very excited to talk about that at some point in the near future. So make sure to subscribe, like, hit the bell to find out when we do all of our Eurovision content. You can even do specified notifications just for Eurovision content. Ow! Are you good?
My microphone just violated me because I didn't give 12 to Ulrikke.
Yes, exactly. I'm leaving that in. That's really funny.
That's probably why my power was being weird.
Yeah, because you're not giving 12 points to Ulrikke. I have had no tech problems and no electricity problems today. I wonder why.
Oh.
Are you okay?
I heard the bang.
I heard the bang. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Bye. That is on a rock girl. That is ringing on a record.
Where there's pain, there's a claim. I will
Stan
be
Ulrikke.
getting